No, Mrs. Robinson, I can assure you there'll be a constant supply of goods. No, there'll be no opposition. Well, not direct opposition, anyway. The nearest one would be 6 suburbs away. Come in. Yep. Fine. Then you'll have your first delivery tonight. No, I'll deliver this one personally. Bye-bye. Morning, Jim. I had no idea that merchandising could be so complicated.
Well, getting supplies in?
No, getting the finished product out. I haven't got time to think. I've organised a couple of outlets for the smaller stuff, the moccasins, soft toys, that sort of thing. Later on, when the women are a bit more expert, I'm hoping to merchandise through Argyle stores in Sydney.
Sounds great.
Yeah, I hope so. Well, what can I do for you?
Are you going out?
Yes, I'm afraid I have to.
Well, look, this matter of mine, it's fairly urgent.
Uh-huh.
Well, it concerns Simpson and Williams. Apparently, Lizzie Birdsworth called in yesterday and happened to mention that Simpson and Williams called into the halfway house the night before the killing, complained about being assaulted.
Was Lizzie the only one who saw them?
No, Rhonda
West.
Rhonda West and Doreen Anderson saw them as well. Mrs. Davidson thought that you might, pop around there, explain the situation to them, so they won't get frightened off by the police.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Leave it with me.
Yeah, well, when do you think you might do it?
Well, I'm pretty busy right now. I've got no real idea, but I'll get around to it, I promise you.
I know, that's what she said. No more craft work till she gives the word.
Be buggered. It's fun.
Oh, it's up to you, Margot. Don't forget, Bee's not going to be in isolation forever.
Jeez, I was getting real good at it, too.
Yeah? What is it?
What's going on here?
They're making fun of me doll, Mrs. Jackson.
Now, don't let them upset you, Margot. I mean, it's a lovely little thing. Well, come on, I'm sure Mr. Reed wouldn't want you to be doing that in here. You've got your recreation time for that. Oh, Bernadette, now you're supposed to be in the kitchen. Get a move on. Nobody will get anything to eat.
Well, that's all arranged. I've spoken to your barrister. He's agreed to represent you and your friends. Oh, except for Sharon Gilmore. She's apparently made her own arrangements. He wants to see you in his office at 3 o'clock this afternoon so that you can talk about the case tomorrow. Anything wrong?
You've really got it all organised, haven't you?
Well, somebody had to do it. You got any objections?
No.
All right, now, when you see him, I want you to tell him everything. No holding back, no half-truths. When he gets into court, he's got to know the lot, okay?
Sure, Dad.
Now, we both think that if you throw yourself on the mercy of the court, you've got a fair chance of getting off on a bond. You're young enough, and it is your first offence. Any questions?
No.
All right, well, there's a couple of questions I want to ask you before I go back to work, just in case they throw them at you in court tomorrow, okay?
Anything you say.
Lunch, Bee? It's a braise.
Did you cook it?
I helped. No cauliflower, but...
Did you give the girls Milo?
Yeah, of course I did.
Well, how's it going, Mrs. Jackson? You all lot missing me?
Well, things are certainly quiet.
Ah, no, that's not good. Because when things get quiet, people get bored, and that's when things start to happen.
No, they won't get bored. Mr. Reed's project will keep them very busy. Only me, girls.
Hello, love. Finished for the day, have you?
Had it for the day, more likely. Honestly, I am so tired. Now they've given me 3 floors to clean.
Oh, God, that's a bit rough. Why don't you tell him to shove it?
Don't tempt me, Lizzie. Trouble is, jobs are too darn hard to come by. Oh, I tried to have a word with the boss about getting Dor in, but he's a cagey old boy. And what are they doing there? Oh, Lizzie, have you been at it again?
Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? 2 empty glasses on the table and Lizzie's been on the booze again. Don't suppose it'd be possible that I could have dried the dishes or something.
Well, you forgot to dry that.
God, you're getting worse than Vera Bennett. Oh, no, Rhonda, I know what you said before, but this is something special for me to celebrate with me old mate Dor.
You know the rules. If you want to celebrate, do it outside. Now, I'm going to bed. Got to work again later.
I see. You are quite sure it's not too soon? Well, certainly. Thank you for calling, Doctor. Come in.
Oh, you wanted to see me?
Yes, Meg. I've just been talking to Dr. Herbert about Chrissy Latham.
Oh, how is she?
Oh, fine, it would seem. Well, physically, anyway. Apparently, she's still a little withdrawn.
Well, that's understandable. When will she be back?
Within the next couple of days. I'm a little bit worried about her, actually. How's B. Smith settling into isolation?
Oh, pretending she couldn't care less, but I think it's getting at her. She suggested we'd have all sorts of problems without her running things.
That's B. Smith. Did she say what sort of problems?
Not really. Maybe it's just a brave front.
Yes, maybe.
As if we haven't got enough to do without searching this rubbish for messages.
Sally, if you can have those typed up for me by morning, I'd be most grateful. Miss Bennett, I hardly think the women will be smuggling messages out in moccasins.
They smuggle things out in almost everything else, Mr. Reed. I don't see why they should respect your little project.
No, it's not my little project, it's their little project, and they're very enthusiastic about it. So why would they do anything to foul it up?
They don't need a reason. You've made the mistake of treating them like people. They're not people. They're criminals, and that's the way you should treat them. If you don't, they'll make a fool out of you in a minute. Now, is any more of this rubbish to go?
Yes, in the rec room. If you like, I'll check it for you.
No, thank you. I know my job. All right. Where are they?
Where's what, Miss Bennett?
The things you've made for the craft project.
Oh, those.
Yes. Now, come on. I haven't got all day.
Yeah, I packed them up, Miss Bennett. They're over there. None of them are finished.
Why? What's going on?
Oh, everybody just seems to have lost interest.
Is that a fact? Got too hard for you, did it?
No, I want...
What was that?
Nothing, Miss Bennett.
Just what I'd expect from you lot. Mr. Reed seems to have high hopes for this project. This should show him what you're really like. Hope I'm not interrupting.
Yes, Miss Bennett.
I thought you should know. The women have abandoned your project.
Nonsense.
If you don't believe me, here's the evidence. All unfinished. So much for completing your order today.
Have all the women down tools?
All of them. As I said, when you've been dealing with them as long as I have, you'll know that they can't concentrate on a thing for any length of time.
No, there's more to it than that.
What do you mean?
Somebody is playing games.
Oh, g'day, Dora. You must be real tired.
Well, what do you reckon? And it's bloody typical. I'm the one running all over town and you're the one here into the grog.
I bought that for us. Come on, Dora, sit down, have a drink and relax.
4 places I went to. 4 places. And at every one of them there was a queue a mile long for one job.
Oh, come on, Dora, have a drink. You'll feel better.
This stuff is not allowed in here, Lizzie.
Oh, God, here we go again. Oh, come on, Dora, you can't do that. I bought that for us to celebrate.
Celebrate what?
Hang on a minute and I'll tell you. This morning I went to see Angela Jeffries about me compo. You know, about me being put in jail when I shouldn't ought to have been. And she reckons I'll get thousands.
Yeah, well, what's that got to do with me?
Well, I'm going to give you half on account of that I made you lose your job.
Oh, Lizzie, that's silly.
No, it's not silly. You're my mate and I did the wrong thing by you.
Lizzie, you can't.
I can do anything I like. It's my money. Oh, come on, Dora, let's have a drink. I've been feeling rotten all morning.
Oh, Lizzie. Oh, geez, I'm sorry for blowing up at you like that this morning.
You didn't mean it.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't. You just done your block. Come on, let's have a drink to all this money.
Yeah, well, Lizzie, I can't take your money.
Of course you can. Why not?
Because I don't need it. I've got my own money from my mum's will. That'll come through soon.
Well, what's all this about getting a job?
Well, it's just something to do, something to keep me busy. There's no big hurry.
Something to do? Stone the crows. I need a drink. With a bit of luck, we'll finish this before...